Good morning, everyone. It's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot, back with you for today's Mystery Monday video. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We're having some beautiful fall weather here in Alberta, and the trees are just turning so golden and beautiful. So beautiful, beautiful time of year here. For today's video, we are going to use this stamp set, this birthday Piggy. We did have a similar Piggy stamp set a couple of catalogs ago, but this is a new one. And it is also part of our current Perfect Partners promotion. Now this runs still for till the end of this week, until the 30th. And what this promotion is, if you're not familiar, is Stampin' Up! Came out with 6 additional dies to coordinate with 6 of the stamp sets. Some are in the annual catalog and some are in the mini, and this is one of them. So we've got the apple blossoms, fresh cut stems, and then we have the playful Piggy dies, tree trimming dies, the waterfall dies, and the Yeti dies. So these dies are exclusive to this promotion, and after September 30th, I don't believe they will be available in another catalog unless they are so popular that perhaps they show up in next year's annual catalog, but that is never for sure. So if you are interested in this promotion, these dies are only available until the 30th. So the options are you can purchase just the stamp set, you can purchase just the dies, or you can purchase them as a bundle. So if that interests you, you can check out more information on my website. Okay, so let's get to the card. First of all, I just wanted to show you the dies for this one. Whoops. So this is the stamp set, and these are the dies. So you got some great ones that cut out these images. You've got a really cute wagon here that you can cut out of cardstock, and just a really fun set. Okay, so we are going to make another fun fold card today. I'm just really enjoying these fun fold cards. And it is this one. This was inspired by Jackie Beers, who's a demonstrator in the US. And it has a little bit of a different cut to it, and it opens like this. So I've used this little Piggy on his little scooter. And I thought we would try this, and I'll show you how we're going to cut this. But I also thought, let's try it in a different color palette. So this sample uses the Sweet Sorbet cardstock. And the designer paper, if you're wondering, comes from the Tea Boutique 6x6. So of course I've cut some of this up, but you've got a lot of teacup images on one side, and then on the back you've got some really good just directional patterns and just miscellaneous patterns that you can use as backgrounds on any card. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so I'm going to cut this with my paper trimmer here so you can see, and hopefully you can catch all of this here. So we are going to start with one piece of cardstock. So I'm going to try to make this one out of our new Tranquil Tide. I love this color, very Caribbean tropical for me. I just love it. So the thing with this card though is you'll only get one card out of one piece of cardstock. Normally we can get 2, but just because of the way we have to cut it, we're only going to get 1. So we are going to start with one sheet, and we're going to cut it. There's 11 inches, and we're going to cut at 11, make this 11 by 5.5. Okay. And then we have to do some scoring. So on the 11-inch side here, hope you can see this, on the 11-inch side across, we're going to score at 3 3/8 on each end. So I'm just going to mark that up, move your cutting blade out of the way, and we're going to do 3 3/8 on this side, flip it around, and do 3 3/8 on the other side. All right. Okay, so now we have to just put a couple of little marks in here. So, because we want to cut those angles. So we have our score lines here. Let's just burnish those so we'll see where they are. Okay. Okay, so this is our score lines there. All right, so now we have to do just a teeny bit of measuring. So on the bottom right, we are going to measure in 1 inch and just put a little tick mark here. Okay. And on the top right, we are going to go down 1 inch. So I'm just going to turn this to the side and we're going to go down 1 inch. Okay. And we're going to do the same on the left. So here we're going to go in 1 inch from the bottom left corner. Just a little tick mark. And then we're going to go down 1 inch on the top left corner. And those will be all the marks that we need for right now. Okay, so now we can do our cutting. So I'll bring my paper trimmer back. So the first cut we are going to make is from our score line here to this tick mark. Okay, so we're going to line up the score line there in the track and our little tick mark. So you can move this down so it fits. All right, let's line this up. And slice. Okay, so we have that angle. And then we can do the same on this left. So we're going to line up the score line and our tick mark here. Okay, so let's just line those up as best you can. I think that's pretty good. And that will give us our second angle. So we have our top angles cut. So now for the bottom angles, what we want to do is we want to go from this corner down to our tick mark. Okay, so you're going to line that up in your track. So the top corner there and the bottom, like so. And the same on the left. You're going to line up this top corner to your tick mark there. Okay, line that up and make our angle. All right, so now we have our fun fold, like so. Okay, whichever way you want the flaps to go, it's totally up to you. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut that designer paper that we can layer on top of these two front flaps. So I chose 2 patterns from that Tea Boutique. So we have the teacups on one side, but I'm just going to use these patterns from the back end. Now what you're going to do first is you're going to decide which one do you want on which side. Okay, you can have the tranquil tide on the left, yellow on the right, or reverse. You decide what your preference is, okay? I'm not sure what I'm gonna do this time. Maybe I should do it this way. That might be kind of fun. Or should I do it this way? So many choices, I just can't decide this early in the morning. Let's do it this way. Okay, so then the trick is what you're gonna do is the side that you want to show faces up and the side you want to show is going to go reversed on the back. So when you flip it, they are like this, okay? Now these are cut, you've got 2 of them and they're both cut at 5 1/4 by 3 1/8. And I will post these measurements so you don't have to jot them down right now. And then we have to measure those same angles, okay? So to do that, we are going to go, let me see here, this will be our front. So from the top here, we're going to go down 1 inch. okay, on this right corner, because this will be our front piece. And then you're going to go an inch in from the bottom. And hopefully I've cut these right. If not, we'll have to do it again. Okay. Now we're going to cut these at the same time, okay? Because they're thin enough that they will fit in our paper trimmer. So you're going to line these up. And we are going to put our tick mark in the track and the top left corner here in the track. Okay, to cut that top angle. And then to cut the bottom angle, we're going to put our tick mark here and this corner here. So we're cutting it just like we did the base. Okay, so let's see if this worked. So then you will have this piece on the left, and this one we will flip and it will fit on that side. Clever, hey? Jackie was very clever when she figured this cutting out. Okay, so we can lie these down. I'm gonna just flip this over. So I'm just gonna find my adhesive. And we will attach these to our flaps. Okay, so it'll leave a teeny bit of an edge around. Okay, and then we'll attach the yellow one there. And there's so many different designer papers you could use for this card, right? Whatever suits your fancy. You can do different florals, or you could use more of a masculine type paper and base if you wanted. Like, there's so many possibilities. Okay, so those are our flaps. Okay, so now we have to put our little piggy and our label on here. So maybe first thing that I'll do is I also cut a piece 5 1/4 by 4 that's going to go on the inside, and I'm just going to stamp my little greeting. So from the stamp set, there are some really cute ones. It's your birthday, hope it's the best, thinking of you, etc. So because he's riding a scooter, I decided to go with enjoy the ride and wee. So we'll just stamp that in our memento. And so I'll just put enjoy the ride at the top, and I'll take the wee and put it below. Okay, I thought that was kind of appropriate. I have a brother that has a birthday this week, so I might just give this to him. We'll see. He drives a really swanky convertible in the summer. So he might kind of appreciate this, even though he doesn't have a scooter, but he does have a bicycle, so. Okay, so let's put that on in our center. So that will be our greeting. So I did make sure to stamp this low enough so that when you close the flaps, it doesn't show up there. And you could always add some extra stamping on the side if you wanted. Okay, so for our piggy, so I cut these layered pieces, and I will post the measurements. I don't have them written down just here, but I will post them. So this will be our mat. So I've got the Tranquil Tide and some basic white, and this is where we're going to mount our piggy. So here he is. So what I did was I used this piggy stamp. I stamped him in the memento on some basic white, and then I colored him with blends. So whatever colors you want to use, if you want something to coordinate with your DSP and your base, we have so many blends. So definitely choose whatever you like. And then this is where the beauty of these dies comes in. So it was this particular die that cut him out, and he cut out just perfectly. Like, I just love it. Saved so much time as opposed to fussy cutting. Okay, so then he got cut out like this. And then what I did was I thought, well, maybe he needs a little balloon up here. So again, from one of these dies, we have this little piggy with the balloon, and there is a die to cut him out too. So I just actually cut out, what I did actually was I used some sweet sorbet with my blend, and I just colored on a piece of basic white, and then I just cut this out, just the balloon with the blend, or with the dye, I'm sorry, to get my little balloon. Okay, but there are balloon punches that we used to have and all of those, so that might work too. So we're just gonna attach this little balloon on top of his little, on top of the flag there. Whoops. Okay. And then I am going to attach him on here with some dimensionals. Okay. So let's get some of these on here, just so he's popping up a little bit. And then we'll attach him on there. Really, really cute set. This is cute for kids too. It's cute for adults too. Something a little bit different. Can even make it like a retirement card too, or, you know, different occasions. I just think he's kind of cute. Okay. So maybe actually what I'll do before I put that on is I'm going to put this banner on here, or this label. So I'm going to try to center it between my DSP just by eyeballing it. Now remember, you don't want to put adhesive under this edge, or of course it will stick your flaps together. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on this left side here. Okay, so I'll lay that flat, and then you can decide where you want to position it. I'm going to put it sort of centered, sort of to the bottom. We'll see. Okay, so let's put it about here. Okay, so it still opens. And then we can attach our little piggy on here. So we will put him right here and press those dimensionals a little bit so he is raised. And there you go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Enjoy the ride. And then you can still write your message. So I think that is just super, super cute. And you've got 2 different color palettes that we've used as well to make it a little interesting. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. So I do still have a host code for the rest of this week for September. And it is 72PTU9VS, and you're welcome to use that at checkout on my website at christineludwig.stampinup.net. And you're also welcome to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because there's lots of other ideas on there, and they are all known as Christine Stamping Spot. So again, the Perfect Partners promotion goes until September 30th, so this Friday. So if you would like any of these exclusive dies, in case you own any of these sets already, or if you'd like to purchase the bundles or whatever suits you, those are available until September 30th, and you're welcome to do that on my website as well. So I hope you enjoyed those 2 Piggy projects and that you have a fabulous week. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.